Hey Cameron, so you know one of my favorite things to do is to send memes and just general shit posts that I find, but we aren't having textual communication right now, so I'm going to go over some of my favorite ones that I found recently. Here we have the sizes of different cat tongues with their respective cats and a quarter for scale. Different swords with both their mass and weights documented, and then something that weighs a similar amount. I don't know about you, but that baby-weighted sword down at the bottom is badass. On this next one, I definitely agree with the sentiment of the person that wrote the comment at the top, because yeah. Think we nailed it. I don't think that there's a better way to be able to show the muscles on the backside of your legs, and just backside. As somebody who has pets and likes to be prepared, it's very important to know how to do the Heimlich maneuver on medium and large-sized dogs. It's also really handy when you're able to repair things in your home or your car by yourself, and this is from the owner's manual of a Land Rover Defender 2020, and how to adjust the tow bar. Yikes. So here's a chart. The x-axis goes from anti-capitalism to pro-capitalism. The y-axis is anti-Christmas to pro-Christmas. And we've got Jesus, Santa, the Grinch, and Scrooge in our quadrants. Next, we've got the risk of dying doing what we love. So this one is broken out into a few different categories. We've got benchmark is commercial aviation, which is extremely safe. But then you've got generally safe activities like driving, cycling, and resort skiing. Somewhat dangerous activities like backcountry skiing, marathon running, equestrian eventing, and open water swimming. A number of dangerous activities, very dangerous activities, and then insanely dangerous activities, which would be base jumping. Now, as somebody that lived in Florida, and you currently live in Georgia, but the Floridians, the Florida men of the world, don't generally hide from hurricanes. But there is one thing that is the metric used by Floridians to know how severe a hurricane is going to be, and that is the Waffle House Index. This is actually fairly accurate. Green, full menu, the restaurant sustained little to no damage, has full power, Waffle House is open, everybody's fine. Yellow, if the Waffle House starts to close, or starting to have issues, right? You know it's a pretty severe storm. You should probably stock up on some supplies at home. But if the Waffle House closes, shit's hitting the fan. This nifty guide for whether or not you are allowed to drink out of this water, if your name is Greg. I think it's always great to be able to grow your own food, so it's important to know how to properly prune your fruit trees. Notice at the top, you've got strong crotches, and at the bottom, you've got incorrect, weak crotches that split easily. You gotta keep those strong crotches. If you ever need a guide to estimate the approximate age of an American dog tick, this Venn diagram for chemists, dermatologists, zoologists, and government agencies for moles. I enjoy nature, and I especially enjoy corvids like ravens, crows, blue jays, all awesome. And this is a nifty map to figure out where you want to move based on the populations of common ravens only, American crows only, or both ravens and crows. There's also some white areas on the map that I would advise just not moving to because there's no ravens or crows in that area. Nobody wants to live in an area without ravens or crows. So we've got this nifty chart for teas. You can see the top goes from ingredient purist, ingredient neutral, and ingredient rebel, and down the side is preparation purist, preparation neutral, and preparation rebel. So a purist on both is going to be like black tea is a tea, ingredient neutral coffee is a tea, ingredient rebel faux is a tea, but the preparation is going to be the same. But my favorite is the preparation rebel and the ingredient rebel, where Saturn is a T. Just in case you wanted to judge a family of ducks and how they're traveling through the water at your park. Fire safety is very important, and it's important to know how to be able to survive if you're ever in a detrimental situation like a building fire. Which is why this is very nifty, this bath mouthpiece that allows you to breathe during a house hotel fire if you can't leave the room. I'm guessing the air's not going to taste great. You're going to get poop fumes. Xmas tree, Ymas tree, and Zmas tree. Now, as you know, I enjoy science a lot, and the scientific method is a very important part of any kind of research-based science. So here we've got it broken out between the fuck around steps, observation, questioning, research topic area and hypothesis, and the find out steps, testing with experiment, analyze data, report conclusions, and you just keep on going around and around and around the circle. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those memes. They bring me a little bit of joy, and I'll see you tomorrow.